Hello, this is the trade site U.S. Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, the 18th of March, 2018, ending Friday, the 23rd. We have rolled everything. Triple expiration is over. We're now into the June contracts across the board. Not that that directly applies to Forex, but there are, of course, currency futures as well. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Has not done anything now for a couple weeks. It's kind of been really boring. Let's go through the major indices on the daily, then we'll look at the intra-week action, then we'll talk about the economic calendar for the week ahead. Euro dollar 13 sell signal was back in January. That's basically been the high, and but also pretty flat. The pound dollar really flat this last week. You're going to see how bad the ranges were. Glad we pulled off a winner or two because it could have been a worse week. Euro yen down near the lows of the last 8 months, but it's really been flat the whole time. Aussie dollar had a big break this last week. Pound yen, not much there. Pound Swiss, almost nothing, just a slow drift upwards, and the New Zealand dollar down a little bit too. So overall, not really much movement out of the pairs. When we look at 30-minute candles on the euro dollar, high to low for the week is only 160 pips, not even that. Monday was dead. Tuesday had to move up, although it was whippy on some news. Wednesday was pretty dead. Thursday had the best move down probably, and a move Friday. The pound dollar high to low for the week is only 160 pips, almost exactly. That's really bad for the pound dollar. I mean, just really, really horrible. And Tuesday was the only day with any real action. So there's nothing technical to talk about right now in the markets. There's no signals. There's no chart patterns that would lead to anything we need to know about. So let's just get straight to the economic data. Starting with Sunday, we've got Japan trade balance, UK's right move HPI. Monday, we've got Italian industrial production and trade balance, the broad European trade balance number. Fed members speaking here in the U.S. Monday morning. There's no U.S. data really Monday. CB leading index out of Australia, 10:30 a.m. Monday morning, Eastern time. New Zealand's Westpac consumer sentiment, Australia's monetary policy meeting minutes, and housing price index. Going into Tuesday, Swiss SECO economic forecasts, trade balance, German PPI. UK's got their CPI, PPI, and HPI. Zoo economic sentiment out of Germany, and then the broad European sector. Wholesale sales out of Canada Tuesday morning. GDT price index out of New Zealand. Again, no U.S. data. Consumer confidence out of Europe at 11 a.m. New Zealand's visitor arrivals. Australia's MI leading index. Bank holiday out of Japan. Credit card spending out of New Zealand. Wednesday, average earnings index out of the UK, along with our unemployment rate at the 5:30 a.m. Eastern time. CB industrial order expectations out of the UK. Finally, some U.S. data. We've got the current account an hour before the stock market opens. Existing home sales at 10 a.m. Crude oil inventories at 10:30. But we have a two-day Fed meeting starting Tuesday, and on Wednesday, the Fed announcement at 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's going to slow the market down. We'll be half-size Tuesday going into Wednesday ahead of the announcement. Then New Zealand Wednesday night has their rate announcement as well. Australia's got their unemployment rate and their employment change number. Japan flash manufacturing PMI. Europe goes French flash and services PMI numbers. German same. Broad European sector the same. Current account out of Europe. Retail sales out of the UK at 5:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then the Bank of England does their rate announcements. So we've got rate announcements out of the US, then New Zealand, then the UK this week. Unemployment claims, that's the weekly number here in the U.S. Housing price index at 9 on Thursday. Flash manufacturing and services PMI numbers at 9:45. CB leading index at 10. Natty gas, that's the weekly number here in the U.S., 10:30. Japan's national core CPI at 7:30 Thursday night here in the U.S. UK's Bank of England quarterly bulletin. We've got the CPI out of Canada along with retail sales. And then the U.S. Core durable orders and durable goods. China's CB leading index, new home sales here in the U.S. Also, next weekend, we've got the daylight savings time shift for the rest of the world, Europe in particular. So that gets us back in sync as they have to set their clocks back. So right now, we're off by an hour. So the big thing is obviously the Fed meeting. We'll focus on that. And there's really nothing on the U.S. side to start the week. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.